Hello everyone and welcome back to the 100-line Last Defense Academy. Hello Bunta, I swear to God I did not plan this to start exactly when you caught up. I had no idea when you were gonna catch up even. This was pure coincidence, but welcome. Here we are once again with this video game of madness and crazy. Hello Amori Enjoyer as well. Flex your mod on Punta's face, please. Make him learn, dude. Make him beg for it. So, yeah. Last time in 100-line Last Defense Academy, we started doing some shenanigans with Gaku, right? Ima and Kaku started investigating what was happening with him. I don't know where the CGs are for that chapter. Page 3 maybe, page 2 maybe. There are in page 2. So, we discovered that Yugamo was drugging Gaku Takemaru and, by extension, Moko as well. He was trying to use them as distractions while he was trying to dissect C-Ray for his memory chip to learn what was happening in the satellite, and more specifically to the girl that he's supposed to murder. He took out the bomb inside of him, which I still believe is a little weird. And then of course Zenta attacked on day 57. She was disguised as Eito, but then it turns out that the true Eito was actually blended in with the clones that she made, and then yeah, he ended up absorbing Zenta. Zenta tried to kill Siri. Nigo stepped in front and protected Siri, so now Nigo is unfortunately dead, and this has sparked some feelings of revenge in Ava, which is really interesting. And yeah, Veshinus tried to absorb Eito, but FB came in clutch and saved him. Veshinus managed to still absorb the Zenta cryptoglobin inside of Eito, but Eito is not dead. And then we had a decision to keep him alive or kill him, and I decided to keep him alive because I'm an idiot. So, here we go. Oh my god, no. Okay, those are all the CGs, guys. I'm sorry, professional streamer, everyone. Professional streamer. Yeah. That's it. Sorry, I don't read the chat while I'm doing the recaps, because then my brain just gets noodly. So yeah, those are the CGs. That's all that happened. You guys are just gonna have to deal with that. Anyways, this is right after we went back to the school after deciding to keep Eito alive, and now I'm very curious as to what's gonna happen. Like I've been saying for the entirety of this route, so to speak, but more so during the battle that we just had on day 57, they have been bringing an awful amount of attention to the idea that we are actually future ends and not humans, especially now that Eito's been babbling on about the truth and how humanity sequestered the Second Coming and are using his power to decimate future ends, right? Like there's a whole lot of stuff in here that's been kind of hinting us towards the idea that we're all future ends. I don't fully know or can tell if they are gonna reveal it in this route or any route at all. Like I said, I can't imagine any other reveal to say for the end game of this, so I would be very surprised if they do reveal it here, but I guess you never know, right? Anyways, there were others in the cafeteria with me, but they all seemed completely exhausted. I'm so hungry. I'll just eat a normal meal. It's good, but it's missing something. Yeah, I bet it's missing like fucking puff fish thorns and llama spit. What do you want? I'm busy eating right now. I'm starving, in fact. Hold on, let me just like position my mic properly here. Okay, I believe that is good. No, that is not good. That is good. Okay, whoops. Alright, Hideko, what is up? I'm tired. So am I. Who isn't? We just had a defensive battle and a lot of crazy stuff happened. Eito isn't going to escape, is he? We locked him up tight to make sure he won't, and Takamata is going to stay up on watch tonight just to make sure.
Oh.
I see. That's good. Although it's entirely possible that Siri will erase her memories and in the morning we'll all think he died or something. Yeah, I love that Takumi is like aware of that possibility. I didn't necessarily believe what Eito was saying, but I did want to hear him out. And I wasn't the only one with that opinion. Takamata felt the same way, what with his distrust of Siri and all. In fact, he was the one who suggested that he stand watch over Eito overnight. But I couldn't just leave it all in Takamata's hands, so I ended up alternating shifts with him.
Oh.
You know, it's not only Eito's words that have stuck with me. It's what Vashinus said as well. The part about sister, I don't know exactly what you're hinting at. You must be curious too, right? Oh, that again. Yeah, it's just so weird that this is still like a something that they don't know in certain routes. I keep forgetting that. You must be curious too, right? She was calling us invaders, and so have been all the other commanders, including Zenta. Oh, that's right. Same with the other commanders. What do you suppose that means? If what they're saying is true, then... No, thinking about that right now would be a waste of time. It's all speculation anyway. Yeah, I have a feeling Eito will have something to say on that subject too. We'll think about it after we've heard him out and decide whether to believe if it's true or not. Right, let's go talk to him after breakfast tomorrow. Sounds like a plan. After that, Takamata and I watched over Eito until morning, the two of us taking turns getting a little shut-eye. Thus, a new day came, bringing my 57th day at Last Defense Academy to a close.
Up and Atom troops, time
To rise and shine!
Get ready for your 58th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy.
I'm curious to know when we're gonna be able to bond with Shion again.
Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness.
Cause so far it was only that one time.
Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
Okay. Oh, yeah, we slept in the courtyard. That makes sense. I woke up on a bench in the courtyard. Apparently, I'd nodded off at some point in the night. What about Eito? Good morning, Takumi. You were watching over me like this. You must have let your guard down if you fell asleep, though. I know you're tired after yesterday's battle, but... Weren't you worried I'd kill you? Huh? You're locked up tight, and if you'd attacked me, I'd have had to kill you first, that's all. I've already lost to you a few times now, and you took a lot of my hemo anima while you're at it. But knowing someone as hideous as you stayed by my side all night long still makes me want to throw up. Cut that out, Eito. We've got important business today. It's so interesting how, like, when someone treats Eito with compassion, he gets, repulsed by it, right? Because that's, like, one of humanity's traits. Like, even though humanity has all these, absurd and horrifying acts of entitlement and selfishness, they still are able to feel compassion. But because that's like a sort of a human emotion, right? Friendship, camaraderie, and all that stuff, Eito still gets repulsed by it. So every time Takumi treats him with any of those things, he still gets grossed out by it. You're going to tell us everything you know. We'll decide after whether you're lying or telling the truth.
Who am I to refuse? That's why you kept me alive, isn't it? I'll tell you the truth. No falsehoods, no distortions.
I wonder about that, bro. I'm so curious what he's gonna say. After that, I gathered everyone in the courtyard. Everyone who'd gathered in the courtyard glared at Eito with pointed glances. Okay, Siri is very pouty today. Meanwhile, Eito himself had an unfittingly cheery grin.
How wonderful! I haven't seen all of you together like this since the first few days after we got here. Although it does nauseate me to look at you in all your ugliness.
Hey, are you sure I can't kill this asshole?
At least wait until after he talks.
The sooner we kill him, the better, I say. It's not too late. It would benefit all of humanity.
Getting desperate, are we, Siri? What's the big rush? Is it that much of a problem for you if I divulge the truth?
I wish you'd stop with this foolishness. All I want to do is protect everyone from your lies.
Protect them, please. You just want to force them to fight for you. Can we get on with the truth revealing, please? Oh, but what about Xion?
He's too worn out to make an avatar right now. I don't think he'll be able to show himself for a while. I see. He had to push himself to the limit for us.
Then what about Ava?
Ever since yesterday, she's been with Nigo, holding him. She's completely out of it. I'm not sure if she'll turn up.
Aww. Damn, poor Ava. Excuse me for being late. Ava, that's... There was nothing I could do for Nigo. He's broken and immobile.
All of the circuitry that powers him is fried. He's beyond repair.
I figured as much. But why are you still holding on to him, Ava? I'm not sure. It just feels right. Right. Yes, right. Very right. This one's turned into a real trip, hasn't she? Did Siri brainwash her? What an ugly thing to do. And you're all just as messed up for turning a blind eye to it. A blind eye? I feel really bad for her.
You're too deranged to comprehend this, but humanity cannot afford to lose this war. I will do anything within my means to assure our victory.
Ugly thoughts befitting an ugly species.
Hey!
Let's get on to what really matters, Eito.
Sure, I'm ready when you are.
That is gonna be interesting. Okay, yeah, they're not gonna let us to talk to everyone, even though they have everyone here to talk to. So, what is the truth you've learned? Let's hear it. I think they're just gonna tell us about humanity invading the planet, right? They're not gonna reveal that we are future ones. They can't reveal that. One lie out of you, and I'll cave your head in. Better start smashing now. All this guy has is lies. He wants the total annihilation of humanity, remember? There's no reason for him to cooperate with you.
I've already given up on that dream. I did the moment I lost to you. I have no goals at all now. I simply want to tell you what I know. If I didn't, I would feel just terrible for all of my repulsive ex-friends.
Sure, Eito.
Terrible. Why? Oh my god, wait. They're not gonna reveal that we're future friends, no. Because you're fighting without awareness. No clue at all what the true objective of this war is.
The true objective? Okay, looks like he's about to start weaving his little tapestry of lies now. So why don't we just call it a day? Someone punch this guy. Enough, shut up.
You think this war will save humanity? Well, you're not totally wrong, but humans are actually the ones who started this war in the first place.
The root of all the evil happening here is humanity itself.
Yep, we know that.
Humanity.
You can't listen to him. He's just trying to discredit us.
You remember what Veshna said in battle yesterday, right? So, the all-inspiring Second Coming has now submitted to the will of the invaders. I'll tell you what she meant by invaders. It all ties back to the very place we are right now. You know, Last Defense Academy.
Don't let him fool you.
It's not on Earth.
Yep, it's Futurum.
This is not Earth. It never was.
Yep. Pardon?
Not Earth? You were taken from a Tokyo residential complex where you lived and ended up at this school. But you weren't taken to Earth. You were taken to another planet.
I don't understand what you're trying to say.
What do you mean this isn't Earth? Perhaps you should ask Siri. He knows more than anyone, don't you?
This is just a bunch of nonsense. Somehow throw Siri out of the courtyard, please. Honestly, yes, please. Is it really? Then why did the commanders call us invaders? Siri, tell us the truth. We want to hear it.
We want to save humanity just like you do. So please be honest with us. Please, Siri.
Cat got your tongue? Or is it the will of humanity again? Yeah, most definitely.
Enough already! Spit it out!
I want to know too. Shion! If you need approval from the will of humanity, how about I persuade them?
If you won't tell my friends what's going on, I'll end my life right here and now.
Oh my god, I love this. This is insane. Holy shit. What? You think I'll buy a threat like that? You don't even have the strength to kill your... I can extinguish the undying flames on the door to the defense room. And if I do that, my friends can kill me. That's fair, yep. I mean, it's still a little hard to believe that someone would do that, but it's certainly a threat to Siri now that he's been cornered.
Eyes?
Which means this entire mission will end in failure. If you don't want that to happen, and you could even argue that Siri has bombs in all of them, but then Yugamu can do it, and I'm pretty sure Yugamu would do it. Which means his entire mission will end in failure. If you don't want that to happen, you'll tell us what's really going on.
Yeah.
They have a right to know. They're the ones laying their lives on the line to fight for you. If you can't do that, if the will of humanity won't allow it,
Then I refuse to take part in this. I'll throw my whole life away.
Damn, it's like really, honestly, I get where Shion is coming from. Like, they want to know the truth, but if you think about it, Shion wants to live. I guess you could argue more so than any of the other ones, because Shion's life is so limited, so, I guess, peculiar, that throwing away his life, I guess, has more of a weight than some of the other characters, if not all of them, because, he's like bound to die on day 100, and his ultimate wish was to just live together with his friends and argue and talk and interact with everyone, just to live a life. So
I guess this really goes to show just how much he cares about them if he's willing to sacrifice the most precious thing to him if it means that we get closer to the truth. Shion. You're serious, aren't you? Fine, I get it. I can't afford to lose you. I can't allow the mission to fail.
Huh?
Does that mean you're ready to talk now? Wonderful. We can finally get this story straight. I'll tell you the truth I learned from Veshinus and the other commanders.
All right, let's hear it. What did the invaders tell you? I thought Zero was gonna spill the beans, but okay.
The information I have comes directly from the commanders, as well as from written material I found in their base. Yeah, you're probably gonna tell us that this is future room about the Great War from before, about all that stuff. I don't think the commanders know that we are actually future runs, so I don't think they would give you that information. I'll present to you the conclusions I gleaned from them. This is the story of how this stupid, abominable war started. It's likely everything started with world death. Even you guys know about that, right?
Yeah, we do.
World death rendered Earth uninhabitable for humans, and most of humanity died out.
I got chills, man. There's something about like post-apocalyptic imagery that I just there's something about it that triggers me. It's so good. It does something to me. Maybe I'll make this a wallpaper.
Seeing as we're talking about humanity and all of its repulsiveness, there probably wasn't just the destruction of nature, but also war over limited resources that caused it.
Damn. Interesting. I mean, that is probably true, given the circumstances. But interesting to know that this could also be a factor.
In the end, what remained of humanity moved to massive underground shelters, right?
Smart boy. But the problem comes after that.
Yeah.
What do you suppose mankind decided to do next, while their planet was slowly dying?
Yeah, they had to find somewhere else to live. Man, the fact that I called all that stuff from like the theory crafting video is insane. Like, it was like I was thinking of it before it, but I think I only started to mention it in the theory crafting episode 12.5. But yeah, I've been like talking about the simulated TRC ever since episode 1, which is like crazy. Like I honestly pat myself on the back for that one. Like I had this thing figured out.
They abandoned Earth. Humanity fled from a dying Earth and began searching for a home on a new planet. Yeah, that leads us to KXK787, aka Future Room. Fled to a new planet. It's no surprise this is too much for the pink slurry in your ugly skulls to process. You can hardly even fathom it, can you? For those of us who only knew life in the Tokyo residential complex, the concept of the cosmos may as well have not even existed. But while we were oblivious to what was going on, plans to move to another planet were steadily progressing.
Do you mean the Exodus project? But wasn't that just an evacuation? No.
I think Siri should be the one to tell us what humanity's true plans were.
Huh? Go on, Siri. Fine.
Yeah.
After Earth was overcome by world death and humanity fled to the underground city shelters, mankind devoted all of its wisdom into developing the Exodus project. This led to the development of an ultra-large spaceship capable of warp travel exceeding the speed of light and able to accommodate all surviving humans.
Yeah, that's the artificial satellite.
Yeah.
That would be the artificial satellite.
The artificial satellite is a spaceship?
Dun dun dun.
It is the pinnacle of human ingenuity. It took generations to complete. But by the time the artificial satellite was complete, Earth was on the verge of exploding at any moment. Humanity needed to make its escape as soon as possible. They boarded the artificial satellite and left Earth.
Huh? They already had a destination in mind. While humanity was developing the artificial satellite, they had also been searching for a habitable planet. Miraculously, in a far-off galaxy, they located a world with an environment much like Earth's.
They named the planet KXK 787. In many ways, it was like Earth's long-lost sister. It was located in a habitable zone that allowed for organic life. And the majority of the planet's surface was covered in water. All of the conditions were perfect for supporting life. It was truly a suitable second Earth. Humanity decided to abandon its dying Earth and head for that planet on the artificial satellite.
So what you're saying is, right now, we're...
On planet KXK 787. Located in a galaxy far from Earth, yes. Humanity reached its destination in fine form. Took many long years after their departure, though.
Many long years? Is that how long we've been away from the Tokyo residential complex?
Man, I hesitated before saying that line because I knew I was gonna burp during it, but I tried to go either way, and god damn it.
No, the complex as we know it was never on Earth. It was on the artificial satellite.
Yes, we know about that.
The complex is on a satellite.
Yeah.
The Tokyo residential complex is indeed located inside of the artificial satellite.
But even then, we're not actually sure if the experiments that were conducted in us were conducted in the artificial satellite or here in Futurum itself, because there's like hospitals and shit here. And of course, we know that there were researchers that were deployed here to figure out ways to win the war. I don't know if it's relevant, but the point is, because we had two different Tokyo residential complexes, one of them simulated by the ones who were in charge of us, right? The Special Defense Unit, and the one in the satellite where humanity lived in, right?
Humanity took hundreds of years to reach this planet, living in the mega structure in the meantime.
You're telling me we never lived on Earth at all?
Yep.
We were in space the whole damn time?
That must be why there was so little information about Earth in the complex.
Yep.
It was already a long abandoned planet.
Absolutely.
Hold on a sec. This is too much to take in all at once. I feel sick. I never would have guessed things were happening on an interplanetary scale.
That's one of the reasons we didn't tell you.
Hey.
We thought it was a truth too far removed from reality that would only serve to confuse you.
But how come nobody ever mentioned it in the complex? Because everything was covered up. Everything was covered up, and I think not even they knew that they were in space. It was all supposed to mitigate panic among the race, and they were forced to like conceal everything, and hence why there were so little books. They were trying to conceal the truth about Earth and the outside world so that people would like be able to live in peace and harmony, and only a select few were even aware of the operation involving KXK 707. Not 707, 787, sorry. I mean, I never really talked to anybody anyhow, but still.
Soon after we left Earth, factions formed that believed we should return.
Yeah.
The conflict between factions was so serious that it threatened to spark a civil war. Yeah, that honestly makes sense. So we decided to restrict the intel available to most civilians from that point on. Consequently, information about Earth and the artificial satellite was suppressed.
But after all of the blood, sweat, and tears spent getting here, humanity had made a grave miscalculation.
Yeah, they didn't know this planet was inhabited.
There was another intelligent life form not too dissimilar from humans already living here. This was another way the planet was just like Earth. They had formed their own culture on this planet as complex as those on Earth. At first, humanity attempted to communicate with them, but
They were probably met with repulsion. Oh, yeah, that's also true, right? We have a language barrier. I mean, yeah, how would we react? How would we react if like an alien spaceship just landed on our Earth and a bunch of weird people just came out and they couldn't speak our language? We would probably just eliminate them out of fucking fear.
in the end, the language barrier led to conflict. War over territory is one of humanity's ugly traditions. And we're still fighting that war now? This planet was behind Earth in terms of science and technology, but it had a powerful force that more than made up for the difference. That's Hemoenma cryptoglobin. Periodically, those with mutated special blood would be born on this planet. What we call cryptoglobin or Hemoenma.
Those with this power are revered here as heroes, chosen by God.
Alright, we have, who's the one next to Valagarzo? I don't remember that by the mask. But yeah, Valagarzo, Zanshin, I believe that's Mervrim. Man, there's like actually a few I don't recognize by the masks alone. Of course, like Veshna's in front. I see Xantel over there. Pakrun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, all of them are here. Just don't remember them by the masks necessarily.
You mean the commanders?
Yep.
Humanity's weapons were useless against them. For generations, they struggled against those fierce heroes.
Let's not forget that Valagarzo has a different cryptoglobin, so he's probably like from way earlier, right? And it honestly makes sense. If you think about it, Ponta, it's possible that all of these commanders right now, except Valagarzo, are like kids from the previous commanders, right? Because Mervrim is the son of Valagarzo, and Mervrim has the new cryptoglobin, right? Dausha? Did I say Valagarzo? I guess I said Valagarzo, but all these commanders except Dausha, they are like kids of previous commanders, right? Yeah, I sorry, that was just me. That was just me. I'm stupid. Sorry. I think it makes sense, right? But if they are kids from previous commanders with let's just call it Cryptoglobin 1 and Cryptoglobin 2. I guess you could say like Cryptoglobin and Shin Cryptoglobin. So everyone here is Shin Cryptoglobin, and Valagar's Dausha is normal Cryptoglobin, right? So I wonder if they're all like kids from the old Cryptoglobin guys.
Humanity was never quite able to overcome this power, and as a result, were unable to seize the planet.
And that brings us to the researchers that were trying to study ways of winning the war. They discovered the properties of cryptoglobin. They learned that this blood could only work if there's a will controlling it, and that led us to the creation of the SDU, brainwashing Futurans who who had this power. And this brings me to another one of my theories from like way early in the game, ever since Valagarzo and Zenshin talked about their kids, which is the idea that we are actually their kids, right? I feel like that also makes a lot of sense if you think about it. Like, we could all be like kids of them, if for all we know. Valasha or Dalagarza. Yeah. I'm not shelving that theory yet, right? I've been talking about this ever since like the beginning of the game, about them being kids from the commanders. So the invaders are the original inhabitants of the planet?
Just the commanders. The others are just pets created for battle by Vashnis.
Yeah, and we know that those pets, so to speak, are even made from the residents of the planet, unfortunately, the armature. That sounds even more realistic now. Yeah. I feel like that's the point of Dalsha in this entire like squad. It's to make you think about parenthood. So they're just trying to protect their planet from us? From the real invaders?
Yeah!
There are regular citizens on this planet. Are the commanders fighting to protect them? You won't see any civilians around here. The damage from past battles is too severe. But, there are most certainly average citizens too. And they're terrified of us. What the hell? We're the real invaders? Siri, what's the big idea tricking us like this?
I didn't do anything deceptive. The invaders are enemies of humanity. That's completely true.
But humanity's the one doing the invading, right? That means we're the bad guys. They're just trying to protect their home.
There is no good and bad in war. War is when two different visions of justice fight for victory.
I mean, that is true to a certain extent, but it doesn't mean that, like, you still didn't cause the war in the first place, right? Like, they were peaceful creatures. They were living peacefully, and you just tried to kill them to seize their territory, their home for yourselves. So that still puts you in kind of a shitty position, but, I guess this is also true.
Righteousness belongs to the winner.
Yeah, because the winners are usually the ones who write the story. That's all bullshit. You're forcing us to fight a war of conquest.
Huh?
It's the only way humanity can survive. We can't keep living on the artificial satellite forever. It will inevitably degrade over time. That's been a significant decline in human population over the last few decades, believed to be the effect of prolonged living in a confined space. Humanity can't last much longer. We need a new planet to inhabit as soon as possible.
That's why we need to take this one. It's the only way that humanity can survive.
Man, like when we learn that, I'm just gonna assume that theory is true. Like I said, it's something that's been on the back of my mind ever since the beginning of the game. You were there for it. You can vouch for me on that, Ponta. But I feel like, man, if they actually reveal that we are kids from the commanders, this is all gonna make this entire thing so much more heartbreaking, isn't it? How can that be? Why is it that you hid this from us? Shame. The people of the complex have no idea this war is taking place, let alone the mission we're currently engaged in. It's highly confidential, known only to government and military authorities. It would be too risky to subject those already living such a confined existence to the added stress of war. Who knows what kind of tragic future would befall them if they fell into a state of panic. So excluding the alarm that goes off whenever the enemy attacks, we hid everything from the general populace.
Hey.
Naturally, you would have had no idea about this, so we decided to keep it that way.
So that's why we were brought to this school without any idea of what was going on. These alarms are like weird, right? Because we know that from at least from like Hiroko and Takumi's Tokyo residential complexes, that these alarms would play out. And in the case of Hiroko, when they played out, they would have to go to the surface and fight invaders, right? Hiroko is there, like she fought one of the grizzlies, and that's like the whole novel, right? But I was thinking, like, how would the invaders even like attack the Tokyo residential complex? Right? That just feels like a little weird to me, because like the artificial satellite is all the way up in the sky. So I wonder if this like alarm is just something from our Tokyo residential complexes and it's not really in theirs. But then Nozomi wouldn't have, like I guess Nozomi, because she supposedly lived in the normal Tokyo residential complex, which I guess would also explain that that we were in fact in the artificial satellite as a research, right? But if she remembers those alarms, those sirens, then I guess they must have happened. But then, like, what is the point of that, right? She did what in the novel? I don't know if you read the novel, but in the novel, Hiroko goes out during one of the alarms in a Tokyo residential complex, and she finds the like little invaders that we fight during the battles, right? She during the course of the book, she like powers up, she trains hard to fight them, right? And that's like where she finds her ecstasy in life, because life in the Tokyo residential complex is so dull to her, so boring, that she wanted some excitement, and she found that excitement in like slashing through one of the grizzlies, which is like the bear-like invader. Vashnish did show you a rocket on Route 0 though. Perhaps that works to reach the satellite for real. I mean, yeah, but like they did say that rocket was like had like an abominable amount of resources invested in it, and I can't believe that they would just use that to keep sending a bunch of like little invaders to the satellite. And not only that, humanity probably has like some sort of artillery in place to take care of possible invasions on the satellite. I find it like weird that the normal satellite would have the alarms for enemy attacks. I don't know, man. This is like a little weird to me.
Huh?
So that's why we were brought to the school without any idea of what was going on. But what is this place? Was it Last Defense Academy? It's something humans made, right? What is it doing on this planet?
Last Defense Academy is a special spacecraft deployed from the artificial satellite.
It's a spacecraft. Interesting.
The school is a spaceship too? OMG!
Yeah, that is honestly crazy.
Last Defense Academy
My God, it
was
really looks
created
like
for
it.
this mission.
Why did I never think
It
of
also
it?
serves as a weapon for raising all life on this planet.
Bro, I can't believe this. I can't believe I never thought about it. Oh my God. That is crazy. If their technology was way more advanced than humanity's one, I guess they would have some... No, you got it wrong, bro. Their technology is less advanced. That's what they said. You got it wrong, bro. Like that was a whole thing that they also explained in the documents we found in the art gallery. Hold on, I don't remember when they said it. There it is. The planet was behind Earth in terms of science and technology. See? They had to use Hemoanima to win against us. So, like, they're not... I bet that spaceship that they had in Timeline 0 was, like, the peak of their ingenuity. Man, I hate that this looks so much like a spaceship, and it never really crossed my mind. That's crazy. But yeah, this brings us to, like, the second to last Defense Academy, right? Because, that was just like another one of those spaceships. This was like modeled, like, I guess Mark II of that version.
We deployed it from the artificial satellite with all of you on board.
And that's the pods, the strange pods room.
And after you landed, Shion surrounded it with his undying flames to protect him while he builds enough power to wipe out the denizens of this planet.
That's a really cool, actually. Like, I love that little bit of information, because that sounds like so sick.
But why make it look like a school?
That's a good question, honestly, because you guys are, like, students.
There's no deep reason for that. We just wanted to give Shion what he wished for.
Aw, that is so cute. Aw, man, that's so cute, dog. Come on.
What I wished for?
Wait a second, did they erase your memory then?
You wanted to go to school like a normal kid at least once in your lifetime, right? Well, this mission wouldn't exist without you. We wanted to do that much for you.
And like, this like goes into what I was talking about. There's a whole like moral ambiguity in what humanity is doing. Like, a part of them really desperately needs to conquer this planet to survive, but there's another part that really feels guilt for what they're doing. So they want to do like whatever they can for I guess at least Shion, because they're like using him as a tool and is destined to die basically. Very cute. That's very interesting. Because like it makes sense for Shion, because of course Shion wanted to spend time with people, wanted to live a normal life, and that what can be more normal than a life at school, right? The only successful hemoanima infusions were on young people around your age too. That's bullshit because not transfusions. Okay, I misread that. Okay, so it all fit pretty well thematically.
Right. Tell us more about hemoanima. You said it was this planet's special power. Yes, it's a very intriguing story. There's more.
Hold on, I got a burp. God.
As you've heard, cryptoglobin was originally a power found only on this planet. It was also what caused the most anguish for Earth's forces throughout this war. The only thing that could harm cryptoglobin users was the power of cryptoglobin itself. There was nothing humanity could do. So, desperate to win at any cost, they began to research cryptoglobin. That's when a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity came along. It was around a couple of decades ago, I believe.
Yeah, you know about that too, huh?
At that time, a being with 9 limitless power was born on this planet.
That's Shion.
He was like nothing that had ever been seen before. The Futurans even called him the Second Coming.
The Second Coming?
The child was captured by a human recon team that had infiltrated enemy territory.
Hey.
The child was you, Shion.
It's crazy that we're revealing that to him right now, right? We're not getting into the idea that we are Futurans. We're just getting into the idea that they are using a Futuran himself to wipe out Futuran.
This event brought humanity back from the brink of death. They successfully stole the enemy's most powerful weapon, something capable of ending the centuries-long stalemate.
That was me? I was born on this planet? And now I'm here trying to destroy it? Yeah, that's crazy.
How cruel.
Yeah, little do you guys know.
What I'm about to tell you is just
Conjecture, but I'm afraid of what's gonna come out of your mouth.
With the Second Commanding at their disposal, cryptoglobin research made great leaps forward, and as a result, humans compatible with cryptoglobin were found.
Meaning us?
And so we were sent here, along with Shion, the most destructive weapon this war has ever known.
Okay, so even Ato doesn't seem to know that we're Futurans, okay.
Is this really what happened? Well, Siri,
We will never have a chance like this again. This is our first and last... God. This is our first and last opportunity to definitively save mankind. Thanks to all of you, Dorshimo Anima and Shien's incredible power, our long-out wish can finally come true.
Bless you. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
You've got to be kidding.
I can't believe this. How could you kidnap Shion and make him attack his own people?
And don't just brush off with all that will of humanity stuff this time. It has to be done for the sake of survival.
Hey, why don't we just stop? We can end this war, right? We can communicate with one another now. If we talk it out and find a path toward coexistence. Nah, Veshinus is not gonna agree to that. She did say that violence is the only way we can settle our issues. Like at this point, it's like you guys are too far gone. That'll never work. This war has gone on for too long. It's well past the point of being something we can solve with words. And you yourselves have killed the heroes of this planet over and over. There's no turning back now. Not for the humans, and not for the people of Futurim.
Futurim?
That's the name of this planet. That's how it sounded pronounced in the local tongue, anyway. Futurim, the name of this planet. There you have it. That's the truth about this war that's been kept from you. Did I get the details right, Siri?
Indeed, it's just as you say. What do you mean it's just as you say? Is that all? You tricked us. You tricked Shion. And you were gonna make us destroy everything on this planet too?
That's really messed up. The ultimate heel turn.
I hear you, troops, but it had to be done. This was the only way to ensure humanity would survive. It had to be done? That's your justification? Are you fine with humanity dying out then? Could you face all those people up there on the artificial satellite and say that? This is the only way for mankind to live on. It's the only way to protect everyone you care about.
And there we got into that, and I wonder if Ato's gonna say anything, because he definitely knows more about this entire thing. That's all I have to say. My work here is done.
I wonder if you're gonna kill yourself.
No, there's still one thing left. Remember what you said before? Yeah, we're gonna get into it. Oh my god. About the artificial people not existing. Not the artificial people, the artificial satellite people.
Oh dear, actually on that artificial satellite? Are you 100% sure about that?
Oh, that. It was just a leading question.
What? What do you mean by that?
I had no idea about the details behind our cryptoglobin transfusions at the time, or even the reason why we were chosen for the Special Defense Unit. I thought maybe it was because Siri had tampered with my memories, but even if that was the case, a lot of other things didn't add up to me. Like, maybe even our memories from the complex.
Our Siri's gonna do something. Oh, I guess Ava maybe remembered something? Come on. Where's our dentist? Say Ava, what's wrong? She's speaking the language of the gods. That sounded way tamer than it was, I guess, supposed to be, because like the like that was lowercase. Like she said it in lowercase. And it sounded way more visceral in text.
Ava.
She sounds like Tarzan. After her sudden outburst of screaming, Ava did something no one was anticipating. Is she gonna blow up herself? Oh. Oh. Did she stab herself? There was a soft, wet sound, and the next thing I saw... Oh! Ava's blade... Was Ava's blade piercing through Siray's body? I mean, he deserved it.
Siray!
But, god damn it. Damn, okay.
What are you doing, Ava?
Ava, stop!
It's interesting because like you're getting like all like little glimpses of her true self trying to surface, right? Because her inner self is trying to fight the brainwashing at all times, and when she starts screaming, she starts feeling that strain of her true memories trying to come up, and because they're like exceeding at that to a certain extent, those memories of her true self, of her past, and what she's here to do, are telling her to kill Siri, and that's like a desperate measure, and not even she herself can comprehend why she's doing it, but something inside of her is telling her to do that. We hardly pulled Ava away from Siri. And of course, like, the trigger to all that was the conversation we had with Siri and Ato, revealing that this is actually Futurum, and she's starting to, like, fully remember, all the stuff. But it was too late. Finally. Siri! It's no use, he's not responding. It's just like what happened with Nigo.
No, she broke him.
Ava, why would you do that? She doesn't know.
Oh dear, it seems like she's broken too. This is your fault, you know? You crossed the line when you messed with her mind.
It's not our fault. Siri did it. No, it's my fault. I couldn't work up the nerve to stop him, and now... it's all my fault. I should have tried harder.
Well, now that Sirius told us the truth, it's not like you had any further use for him.
Ato slowly sat down as he spoke.
And the same goes for me. I'll be getting some rest here in my cage. Don't worry, I won't try to escape. Even if there's a power outage, I don't plan on hindering you guys anymore. I just want to see how it...
I was gonna say, he probably just wants to see how it's gonna end.
I just want to see how it all plays out. The conclusion to your ugly, loathsome lives.
Enough. Shut up already.
As you wish, Master. Good luck with everything. Now that Siri's broken, you'll have to decide for yourselves what you want to do next. Including whether or not you want to keep fighting here.
Yeah, that is a crazy question. Ato lay down on the spot, ending the conversation then and there.
So, is Siri, like, really broken? For real?
He's done for. He's not going to be telling us anything anymore.
What do we do? Takumi? Huh? What do we do? This wasn't the first time Siri had been destroyed. There's a mosquito here, god damn it. I'd seen it last time too. But that had led to the worst possible outcome. I couldn't let anything like that happen again. Let's get him to the war room. Maybe there's something there that can help.
Right. I'll see if there's anything I can do for him. And what about this other broken individual?
Yeah, what are we gonna do with Ava? Maybe put her in the cage?
I think we'd better let Ava get some rest. Should I put her back in the other cage?
Let's not forget that that cage has a secret passage. It's my fault. I made her suffer. It's all my fault.
My head, it hurts.
Oh gosh. I'm a little afraid of what that could possibly mean. Did they brainwash Shoma about some particular piece of information? I'm a little terrified.
Oh, my head hurts. He's going to split in half.
What's wrong? Now Shoma's going crazy.
I think we'd better get him to go back to his room and rest.
Damn it, this whole damn place is going to hell. We ain't even on Earth. We're fighting to steal a planet from its rightful owners. Shin's a freaking alien. Siri, Ava, and Shoma are all messed up. Everything's completely screwed. Everyone was completely disoriented. All of these unexpected developments and unfathomable truths had left our brains overloaded. I'd lived through these 100 days once before, and I was still stunned. My mind went blank, at a loss how to process the situation thrust upon me. This do-over was supposed to help me fix the mistakes I'd made before. But were we really any better off? We'd lost friends along the way, and now we had this new, chilling reality to deal with. Were we really headed for a happy ending? Was there even such a thing waiting at the end of this road? That's a really great question. Like, not only for this route in particular, but just for this game in general. Back in my room, I lay in bed. I was completely exhausted. I just wanted to empty my mind and rest. I closed my eyes and forced my consciousness into the darkness. Fuck you guys.
It's asleep.
I can't with the song. It never will not trigger me.
Finally.
Yeah, it's been 5 days since Kadwa rescued the how do you pronounce that? How do you pronounce that? Emaciated little puppy. I can't look into it. At first, it was in such poor shape that it kept vomiting and was extremely wary of humans. Kadwa took it to the vet and gave it constant care. It regained its energy bit by bit until I could finally fall asleep peacefully. Yeah. I wonder if we're gonna get extra information on this dream. Like, it ended when Takumi says he found an owner to it. And like I said, I've been talking about ever since the beginning of the game that this could be Leo and it would be given to Shoma, but, you know.
You sure find a lot of lost animals. Even though you get lost too.
That was only when I was little. Maybe it's because I used to get lost a lot that I know how lonely the lost can feel.
That is a really good line.
So, what do we do with it now?
I'll take care of it at home while I look for someone to take it in.
Then I'll give you a hand. I'm sure I can find someone to adopt it.
Taki, you're a nice guy. Sorry for getting you caught up in my selfish mess.
It's not the first time, and it won't be the last. You don't have to get weird about it now.
My selfish mess, eh?
Yeah, thanks.
Hey, are you okay? You didn't get yourself sick after constantly nursing this little guy, did you? I know you're worried about it, but what happens if you get sick too?
But I feel so sorry for him. It must be really hard to be alone all the time.
Still, you should rest.
You want to play again? You have so much energy.
He's looking so much better now.
Right? And thanks to you, Taki, we found him an owner.
There it is.
Aren't you glad you left it to me and took a rest? You get carried away too quickly.
I know. Thank you so much, Taki.
Although, like I said before, we don't even know if the TRCs are the same between all the characters, so Shoma might be a completely different TRC, we don't know. But I find it very peculiar that we have this dog here, and Leo is such an important I guess, mentioned character in this.
You're always helping me. But if you're ever in trouble, I'll be sure to help you out too, no matter the cost.
Interesting.
Excuse me? No matter the cost? Ah, you're getting carried away again.
No, I'm not. I'm being serious.
Don't mind me. I'm just
I
thinking.
mean it. You know?
I find it hard, like, during streams to just, like, stop and think, right? It's like it's just like 12 minutes of silence. Man, I just keep, like, thinking, what is Nozomi? What is Nozomi? What is Karuha? Because, like, the more I hear about Karuha...
Up and Adam troops, time to rise and shine!
It's so weird.
Like, I don't know what to make of Nozomi and Karuha, because it seems like everything I try to imagine... Like, the only thing I know for sure is that she's human. There's no debate on that. She is human, period. Why is she in Takami's TRC? I have no idea. But her behavior, like, it seems like they kind of... I don't know if they took her personality and, like, projected that into an AI to serve as a Karuha in the Tokyo residential complex, or if they just, like, made that AI to be, like, super I guess super cool, super chill, and to especially be very fond of Takumi, right? Like, they made this AI specifically to make Takumi want to treasure her, right? And that's why she's, like, so nice towards him and so cute and so all that stuff, like all the good things, right? She's, like, really, really cool and really perfect to some extent. So I wonder if that is just her personality from the real world that they implanted into his TRC, or if they, like, deliberately made her like that in a computer to make Takumi want to protect her, right? But if that was the goal, then, like, it's really interesting because like Sirei doesn't even know who Nozomi truly is. Like, we've talked about this in round. What is going on with God damn it, dog.
Get ready for your 59th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy.
Like, I have no clue. I really want to understand what is going on with Karuha and Nozomi. I feel like I'm more curious about that than the actual ending of the game.
Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness.
And there's something that tells me that Nozomi is actually, like, a really sketchy person. Like, for all we know, it's possible that she was leading the hemo-anima research to some extent. Maybe she's, like, a gifted scientist or something like that. And she, like, all of these actions to erase her own memory, to be a part of the defense unit, to protect humanity, are, like, deliberate. Like, she could have very well made up her own backstory, like, into a memory maker thingy. Like, let's say that she wanted to protect humanity so bad, she cares about them so much that she was the one who suggested to, like, brainwash all these kids. Maybe she was, like, literally leading this research, and she wanted to be in the forefront of the war. That's why she created this machine to, like, mess with her memories, to make her, like, to give her that sort of backstory and motivations, and tap into the war and be there for the Special Defense Unit and with the Special Defense Unit, right? And she would create that backstory, but then the problem is, how does Sirei not know that? Maybe she did that in secret, right? Like, it's so weird. I do feel like
the only way that they can explain this the way I see it is to make Nozomi a bad person, which would be wild, right? Which would be wild, because then we get into like some really complicated shit. Because if Nozomi was a bad person, but now she brainwashed herself into being a completely different person with a completely different memory set, then doesn't that mean that she is a different person and not the bad person anymore? We get into this really interesting, I guess, exploration of identity, of what really is Nozomi. Is she her past actions, or is she the one we are, or is she the one we have here right in front of us right now, right? And I think that she even Nozomi herself is going to be a little conflicted in this dilemma. And like I said, I think the only way I can see this game somehow achieving a happy quote-unquote closure is by having Takumi and Nozomi together in the end, but nothing keeps them from going the bad ending route, which honestly I would respect the hell out of if they actually do that, because it's so rare in fiction for you to make like a bad ending work, right? It's of course I'm not gonna. I was about to like say some pieces of fiction, but I shouldn't say for the sake of spoilers. Like there's a very particular anime that I think is incredible for doing that to a certain extent, because making a happy ending is easy. Like, I'll be honest with you, making a happy ending is relatively easy. Making a bad ending that works is next to impossible. There's so much more that goes into that, right? And if they do pull this off, I do think they might have both. Because this is a game about choices, it's very likely that we're gonna have both. But either way, making a bad ending, if they do pull it off and they pull it off good, then I'm gonna tip the hell out of my hat to this game.
Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy!
The usual announcement played the next morning, even though Siri was out of action. Right, it's still recording. I murmured to myself and turned over in bed. Honestly, I had no desire to think about anything. I wanted to forget it all and lay in bed.
Hey!
But I can't. Nothing's really been settled yet. We'll have to come up with a plan. I need to talk to everyone. I dragged my sluggish body off to the cafeteria. Ava's not here. Or Shion yet. Once I got there, there was no sign of Shion or Ava. And of course, no sign of Siri either. As for the rest of us, we were still completely lost in confusion after learning the facts revealed to us yesterday. Shoma's not here. I hope he's okay. Yeah, I forgot about him.
Hey!
I just checked on him earlier. He said his head still hurts. Seems like he's in a real bad way. I'm gonna bring him some protein-boosted stew later. I guess it's not all that odd to have a headache after what we heard. Yeah, and the problem is, I believe Shoma might have been a little more brainwashed than us, and those reveals have triggered something inside of him, and now he's having a similar reaction to Ava. Oh, about that, something occurred to me yesterday. It's probably because of the war that all of the buildings around the school are in ruins, right? Bingo. This war has presumably been going on for generations. The planet's cities no doubt got laid to waste during that time. I bet regular citizens lived in them. And us humans are the ones to blame. Were those commanders only fighting to protect them? Damn it. No matter how you look at it, we are the assholes here.
That's right. An ally of justice won't have such a foul mouth.
Oh, also, I went to the courtyard to check on Ava. She was fast asleep. Eito said she's been out cold the whole time. Don't even mention that guy. Just remembering he exists ruins my day. But why did Ava snap like that all of a sudden? Maybe her brainwashing wore off.
It could be that yesterday's discussion triggered her in some way. Yeah, that's my running theory. Which would mean that Ava is remembering. Is just coming back. She's returning to her old self. So, what do we do now? Huh? What do we do? Yeah, do we continue the war? Do we stop the war? What do we do? Don't tell me we're just gonna keep fighting like we've been doing all this time.
But that's our only option for protecting humanity, right?
You can't be serious. We found out we're the bad guys, and you still want to keep going? Yeah, it makes sense why Takemaru, out of all people, would be upset at this, since he's the one who always protects the defenseless people, so I guess for him specifically, this is especially triggering.
There is no good and evil in war, just like Sirei said,
And of course, that is a perfect statement for Hideko as well. Like, for Hideko, this, of course, makes perfect sense.
And don't forget about Veshness. Even if we give up, she'll come for us all the same. We have to fight if we want to live. Or have you even given up on that?
Given up on living? No, we can't let that happen. I came back for another 100 days to keep you guys alive. We've lost so much. But that doesn't mean we can just give up.
When I think about our friends who lost their lives, I know I can't give up on living. Even with all that's happened, I still want to live. I want to survive and go home. I want to go back to my grandpa's workshop.
And I'm not about to throw in the towel and allow Kako to die in a place like this.
I don't want to die, or let anyone else die either.
Yeah, so long as it's our only way to survive, we've really in this to the end. I think that was supposed to be weird. Oh, I guess I misread. It is weird. Okay.
But when I think about the people of this planet, and Ava and Shion too. Did I hear my name? I will obey any order you give me.
You're here. Who opened the cage, Shoma?
I will kill if I am told to kill. I will die if I am told to die. Nothing has changed. Please use me as you please. I belong to all of you.
Hey, Ava, do you remember yesterday? Do you understand what you've done?
What do you mean? I only do as I am ordered.
Interesting. I mean, I assume that you were ordered to do that by the true self inside of you, and that's what that means, but I don't know.
Does she really not remember?
For the love of murder, I knew she was broken.
Or maybe she was like taught, she was ordered to not speak about it.
I want to kill the invaders. Kill, massacre them all. No, you're one of the people of this planet. We can't make you fight anymore.
More importantly, we can't fight with her. What if she breaks like she did yesterday?
You're ordering me to remain on standby. Understood.
Man, if I knew I was gonna feel this horrible about it, I would have preferred never hearing the truth.
Maybe that was Ato's goal all along, to shake us by telling us the truth.
If Ato's intention in telling us the truth was to upset us, then he pulled it off with flying colors. We'd lost the righteousness that justified our actions, and we'd lost Siri, who was pushing us towards our goal. Yeah, we were shaken alright. We didn't talk about anything important after that, and eventually retreated to our rooms. The day had just started, and I already lost count of how many times I'd let out a disheartened sigh. I'm feeling heavy, but I need to prepare for battle. The reason I came back was to protect Karo and everyone else this time. I have to stand by that now more than ever. I can't afford to stop.
Dun 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 dun.
Where's Shion? Am I really not able to talk to him? I guess not. I want to learn more about your mom, Takemaru.
Are you sure I can have this? Hell, you just turned me into mush.
Finally. Oh, and that was the last one.
My old man died when I was a kid. Don't remember much about him. Only thing I remember clearly is how he'd tell me not to be trashy and to always be cool.
I guess you got that one great.
A trashy guy bullies the weak, and a cool guy stands up against the powerful. And we can talk all day about what weak and powerful really mean, but my old man was definitely thinking about brute force. Women, children, and the elderly tend to be weaker, you know? So he'd always tell me it was a real man's duty to protect them.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, when it comes to like brute force, I guess, yes, these particular groups, they tend to be weaker just like by biology factors. And when it comes to that, it's, you know, a duty of a cool guy in his father's eyes to protect them, which I respect. It's something I really respect.
He died doing just that. He pushed a kid out of the way of a fallen girder from a construction site and took the hit himself.
Damn, son. That's crazy.
I promised my old man I'd be a cool guy. That's why I'll never hit women or kids, even if it kills me. And I do all I can to help old folks, too. That's the Takemaru Yakushiji way of life.
Based. That's pretty based. Man, he's such a good guy. Takemaru's a really good guy. I respect the hell out of him. Yeah, Shion is nowhere to be seen. I guess Hiroko is then. I don't have a whole lot to comment on his free time events. I feel like they just speak for themselves. They're like relatively simple. Just like telling a little bit of his backstory, and it all tracks to why he's so protective of these particular types of people in the present. Interesting to know, though, that his father was a badass.
For me? I see. Thank you. This makes me happy.
Okay, we're cooking.
All of you fought the invaders for the first time at this school.
Yeah, you fought them at the Tokyo Residential Complex when you went out during one of the alarms. We know that.
I, on the other hand, had been fighting them at the Tokyo Residential Complex before this. They sometimes showed up at the complex. I would disguise myself when I fought them so as not to cause a commotion. I simply put on a mask that had been lying around in my room. People thought that I was some kind of mysterious villain.
Interesting.
But since my face was concealed, I could exterminate the invaders with a smile on my face.
Yeah, you don't have to let anyone know that Hiroko Shizuhara, the exemplar student that gets all the good grades and is just a very well-behaved person, is out there slashing creatures in nighttime.
Recently, the neighborhood kids even began cheering me on when they saw me fighting.
Oh, you were treated as some sort of hero. You were revered by them. That is interesting.
What a bother. I can only hope they don't see me as some kind of hero.
Yeah, of course you wouldn't like necessarily like the thought of that, because you're a little more sketchy than a hero. Interesting though. The idea, this is like actually really interesting, because if Hiroko does not like the thought of being a hero and she has like her own individual agenda to fulfill, it really puts in question,
Hey, soldiers, it's time to hit the hay.
how would she like react to the idea that we are all Futurans fighting we're all Futurans fighting off our own race? Because like I don't think she would necessarily be too opposed to that. Like I don't think she cares. Right? Which is crazy to me.
You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can.
Yeah, I don't think Hiroko is a hero by any stretch of the imagination. She's just Hiroko.
Well then, good night.
She's not evil or good. She has her own reasons. It's even possible that she knows already that we are Futurans. Series announcements continued like clockwork, heedless of his destruction. I never really trusted him, but the truth is he did what he did for the sake of humanity. I wonder how losing him will change things for us this time. When I lay down in bed, I closed my eyes and forced my thoughts to shut down. I knew if I didn't, I wouldn't get any sleep.
Up and out of troops! Time to rise and shine! Today is your 60th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy! Honestly, I'm kind of out of ideas at this point, so I didn't prepare anything special. Anyway, for your remaining 40 days, keep fighting with hope for humanity! Okay! Let's get going for the day!
You got it, Siri. Day 60 already. It's the second time I've made it this far. Things have played out almost completely differently this time around, though. Have I changed history for the better, or have I only made it worse for everyone? Pull yourself together, Takumi. Don't let doubt hold your back now. After taking a moment to psych myself up for the day, I left my room and headed for the cafeteria. Okay, so we're just going automatically, which means no one's at the roof. Oh, never mind. Wow, okay. Out on the roof, I caught sight of someone wandering around.
No, it can't be. It's a lie. It has to be.
Bro, I'm so curious what they're doing with Shoma. What has Shoma remembered? Like, I'm so curious. What did he remember? Shoma? Shoma was acting really strange. He was walking around in a daze, muttering to himself over and over. It was like he was possessed or something. It can't be real. A dream. It must have been a dream. It's a fantasy. A misunderstanding. I'm the crazy one here. Shoma, are you feeling alright? No. If I could just remember, everything will be fine. If I could just... He wouldn't answer me. I wasn't even sure he knew I was there. He turned around and went back to his room, still raving. He realized, it's interesting, because, like, Shoma realized something, and he's trying to contradict that something by trying to remember, but I think what he is not realizing is that what he remembered in and of itself is the truth, so there's nothing to remember additionally. And I wonder what that is. What's up with him? Whatever his problem was, Shoma was clearly in no mood to talk right now. I'd have to look into it later. But I had no need to have breakfast and touch base with everyone else. I'd need to have breakfast and touch base with everyone else first.
This planet is called Futurum, former home to a rich and civilized society. That is, until humanity destroyed it all.
Alright, guys, I'm gonna go take a pee real quick, and then we're gonna keep going. BRB. Alright, I'm back. When I entered the cafeteria, Nozomi was the first to greet me. She looked worried.
Takumi, do you know if Shoma is alright? He looked sort of nervous and twitchy when I saw him earlier.
Welcome back, sir. Thank you. Yeah, I saw him too. He's definitely not his usual self.
I wonder what's wrong. Is there anything we can do to help him?
Hey!
I wish I knew. I've never seen him like this before, not even in my last timeline.
That's too bad. I guess we'll just have to keep an eye on him and hope it doesn't get worse.
Yeah, that's about all we can do for now. I sighed and took a seat. The others were talking over what we'd learned the day before yesterday. Unsurprisingly, the conversation was somewhat subdued. We were still in shock, still trying to process the truth and all the implications that came with it.
Siri called them school invaders when we first got here. And we've always called our fights defensive battles, but they're actually offensive battles. But it was the other way around. We were the invaders all along. Maybe we should try to talk this out after all. I mean, there must be regular people on this planet too. They can't all be like the commanders. There's got to be someone who'd be willing to talk to us.
I guess the only one we know is the old man, or maybe the armaturers.
With someone like Vashna's leading them, I highly doubt that.
Right, someone who'd kill her allies to try and become a god isn't gonna listen to reason. I told you, didn't I? We still have to fight. It's the only way for us to survive. Man, this is some grade A rotten luck. Why is this happening to me? Why did I have to get chosen for this stupid unit anyway?
Seems like even Eito doesn't know the reason for that. Did we just happen to be more compatible with Himo Enema than other people? In that case, maybe it really was just a matter of luck. Oh, you silly little naive child. What really sucks is that we know we're the ones in the wrong now, but we still gotta keep fighting.
I know, but it's like Hiriko said. That's our only choice if we want to survive. We can't just abandon humanity either.
Right. It's not humanity as a whole who put us here. The regular people on board the satellite don't know anything about what's going on. They haven't done anything wrong, and we're the ones who can. We're the only ones who can save them.
In a way, things haven't changed all that much. We still gotta fight to protect those we hold dear.
And honestly, like, it's even crazy if you think about it, because if there's people who hold ourselves dear in the satellite, shouldn't they know about the operation since we were, like, robbed? Right? We were, like, sequestered for this operation. That further implies that this is all bullshit, because it doesn't make sense. They don't exist, these people.
I suppose so. Damn it, what rotten luck.
Everyone went quiet. There wasn't really much more we could say. After eating breakfast, we went back to our rooms. Hey, more free time? Because day 63 is the first battle with the screaming invaders, so I wonder if we're gonna have free time until then. Ever since I learned the truth, it feels like I'm wading through mud. It's a struggle to even think straight sometimes. But I have to work through this. The enemy could attack any day now. We have to keep fighting for our friends here and the people we left behind in the complex. I have to use this time wisely to prepare for whatever comes next. Okay, Shion is nowhere to be seen either. I guess he's like too conflicted about the idea that he's he's decimating his own people. I wanted to go to the... I guess it could be the garage. There we go. So I need to level that up. No. No. Man, what's with his sneezes today? Man, I need machines for pretty much all of them. Yep. Oh. Definitely gonna get that. Bless you, thank you. Yeah, I think that's enough. Still need to get presents.
For me? I see. Thank you. This makes me happy.
Yeah, I keep like looking for Shion every time just because I want to make sure I don't miss any of his events.
Anthony? I see. Thank you. This makes me happy.
Okay.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
I think I only have one Shion event triggered. Yeah, same here. That just about does it for today. Time isn't going to stand still and wait for us to process our feelings. So it's pretty much uncharted territory for me. Yeah, that's gonna be exciting. Like, I hope we get more on this route, because that's the first time we're able to talk to him, and I don't know if we're gonna get that in other routes, because it really seems like we can only talk to him and get his free time events in the routes where Siri actually gives him the name of Shion. So I don't know how many times that's gonna happen. I mean, of course, in this like timeline we are here, like, I don't remember exactly when it was that Siri named him, but any like sub routes after he was named would probably also have the extra events. He's processing the truth right now. He doesn't want anyone's compassion. If I could like just ban you from chat, I would, because maybe taking your mod wasn't enough. I can't say I like what's going to happen then, but it's too late to back down now. There's no other way, so we just have to see it through. I got into bed with a dull sense of resignation, and despite my troubled thoughts, I eventually fell asleep. I think I can time out now.
Up and at 'em, troops! Time to rise and shine!
You better behave, Ponta.
Get ready for your 61st day of active service here at Last Defense Academy! Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy!
From blue to gray, from gray to black soon, my name is gonna evolve. It's gonna evolve to nothingness. At this rate. Better head over to the cafeteria. Everyone's probably there already. Alright, so someone's gonna be at the roof. Oh, I guess not. Huh. Okay. It's a degradation? Yeah, pretty much. Just like yesterday, Nozomi approached me as soon as I arrived. Takumi, can I talk to you about Shoma? What's wrong? Is he still acting strange? Sort of, but I think it's better if you hear it from Ava.
Huh?
From Ava? Ava, you should tell Takumi what you... Oh, would you tell Takumi what you told me before? Yes, if that is your order. Mr. Genzaki always visits me in the morning to clean my cage and bring me fresh clothes. Wow, he does that for you every morning? I'd have thought he'd be more squeamish about handling a girl's unmentionables. Unmentionables is such a funny word. But he stopped coming a few days ago. Yeah, I thought so. I didn't know if I should wait for him or do the cleaning and laundry myself, so I went to his room to ask for further orders. He wouldn't answer the door, but I could hear him groaning inside. Groaning? I have the chart upside down, so it's an evolution to me. Catch the reference. Oh, I do. I get that reference. It took me a second, but I do get it. When I called out to him, he said, "Leave me alone. I'm trying to remember something." Trying to remember something? Huh? Something tells me he wasn't talking about laundry. Shoma said something similar the last time I saw him. If I can just remember.
Wasn't that it? Yeah, he's like struggling to accept a certain truth that he realized, and he's trying to remember stuff that contradicts that truth, but ultimately there's nothing to remember.
Oh.
Has he remembered important things? He has remembered important things about our past before. Yeah, the whole Kamakura hospital thing comes from him. We were all taken to Kamakura General Hospital to act as research subjects. Not when we were teenagers, but when we were little kids. Right, like that crazy stuff about us getting experimented on when we were kids.
Now that you mention it, he never cleared that up. Siri just kind of brushed us off.
Ato didn't say anything about our trip to globing transfusions or why we were chosen for them either, because you weren't, you didn't receive transfusions, boy. You were born with that power inside you. The fact that none of us remember any of this must mean our memories have been erased or altered somehow. But now that Siri is gone, there's no way for us to find out, apart from waiting until the war is over. Who even cares about that anymore? Can we just get breakfast started? I'm starving. Yeah, now we know humanity are the real invaders. I doubt anything is going to be more shocking than that. You should never say that, Tsubasa. You're probably right. I hope so, anyway. Yeah, even Takami's unsure about it. We decided to drop the subject for now, but we were still uneasy. We spent the morning in relative silence before retreating back to our rooms. Whatever it is Shoma's trying to remember, it can't be anything worse than what we've found out already, can it? Oh boy. Even if we don't know the whole truth, we know all the important parts now. If Shoma has somehow remembered that we are actually future ends, I'm gonna end the stream, like, immediately as he says that. Like, I'm just letting you guys know the stream is gonna end. And as muddy as the morality's gotten, we have to keep fighting if we want to survive. We may not be doing the right thing, but it's really all we can do. We have to be ready for the next attack. Do 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 do. Yep. That's what I also was assuming. Yeah, but like I said, bro, they can't reveal that. They just can't. It makes no sense narratively speaking. Because, like, if they reveal that, then I'm super scared, because what are they saving for the true ending, bro? I'm so scared. Like, is there any possibility that there's a bigger truth than that?
Thank you.
That we haven't even realized it?
Makes me happy.
Like, this scares the fuck out of me.
I want to become a doctor in the future.
Oh.
A surgeon.
Yogamo would approve. Interesting. I mean, of course her reason for that is just that she wants to tear people apart. Right, but... Interesting.
I'm confident I won't make any mistakes.
Somehow I'm also confident on that too, Hiroko. I think you would be a great surgeon, actually.
The way I see it, that's the only profession where I can fully utilize my excellence.
Yeah, ripping people apart.
I'm not interested in making money or saving people, but succeeding in procedures considered to be impossible sounds appealing.
I guess so.
I also intend to obtain a veterinary license so I can work on animals as well. Being shackled to any one hospital would be dreary. So I'll work freelance.
Interesting. That's like base. Like, honestly, that fits her very well. Like, she's gonna be like one of those sketchy back alley docs.
Come find me if you ever get afflicted with an incurable disease. I'll test my skills on you.
Oh, hell yeah. Don't tempt me.
That would bring me very great pleasure indeed.
Oh, that's hot. Oh, that's so hot. Great stuff. No sign of Shion. Dum, 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 dum. I think after Hiroko, I'm gonna do Gaku. I wanna see what Gaku has to say. Is he the last boy, by the way? I think he's the last boy, and then we only have Nozomi and Moko, I believe. Is that right? Or am I derping? Oh, we haven't done Kyoshika either. So, do we have many more girls than boys? Gaku, Nozomi, Kyoshika, and Moko. Well, yeah, I guess I just went full throttle on the boys. Well, in that case, I guess I'm gonna do a girl after Hiroko too. Well, I guess the only option we have right now is no, we have a Moko and Nozomi. I guess I'm gonna go Moko after Hiroko. I guess I have Shion too, but Shion doesn't count in this particular scheme.
For me? I see. Thank you. This makes me happy.
What reasons do you have for going Moko first and don't tell me there's two of them? Actually, the only reason I'm gonna do that is because out of the three remaining, she's like the least interesting to me. Just because I like Nozomi and Kyoshika more. And I like to leave the best for last.
You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
Boobs are not part of the equation. Alone in bed, I could no longer hold back my fears and doubts. We've lost both Siri and Ego. We're on our own now, just like the first time. And if boobs were part of the equation, I would have gone Kyoshika, because I like Kyoshika's chest more than Moko. Like I'm not an advocate for like massive chests like that. I feel like it's a little too distracting. I feel like Kyoshika has like a nice size where it's like, oh, it's like big but not too overwhelmingly big like Moko. What do you mean you're not interested in Mama Moko? I mean, it's not that I'm not interested. It's just like out of the three, she's the one I'm least interested on. I'm still curious to know about her. I just feel like her free time events are gonna have a lot of wrestling references that I'm not gonna get. she's like a character designed for a very specific audience. We've lost both Siri and Ego. We're on our own now, just like the first time. Are we going to be okay? Can we really make it to the end? I haven't seen Shion in a while either, and who knows when Ava might snap and turn on us again. And then there's Shoma. I don't even know where to start with them. With so much to worry about, my mind just wouldn't switch off. I had a long, sleepless night ahead of me. Hopefully we get another free time today.
Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 60-second day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness.
Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy! I barely slept a wink last night, but I guess I should go see how everyone else is doing. Hello, Eve. Ava, are you alright? Hello, Ava? Yes, I have finished cleaning the hallway. I will now clean the cafeteria. Ava walked away without any other word. Sure enough, it looked like she was heading in the direction of the cafeteria. Oh my god, dude. Oh fuck. Bro, I didn't even eat anything, dog. I don't know why I burp so much. Like I haven't eaten anything ever since yesterday's night. It's 9:41. I haven't eaten in over 12 hours. Hey, why isn't Tsubasa here today? Is something up with her? I didn't even notice. Maybe she has made some progress.
Huh?
Progress with what? Is she cooking something?
Oh.
She's been tinkering around with Siri's body in the garage for a few days now, I see. Do you mean she's trying to fix him? Huh? I mean, maybe it's gonna be like a similar situation as the Nozomi possessed by Gi route that I forgot the name of. In which, well, I guess you can say the Hollow Victory ending, in which they basically narrowed down that Nozomi was the one possessed by Gi, based on the fact that Tsubasa was able to control Siri's body, or to tinker with him properly, and there was no need for her to like do any weird shenanigans. I'd want that bastard back after everything is done to us. I say let him stay broken. Yeah, serves him right for keeping all those secrets. He only did that so we wouldn't waver in our resolve. Considering what learning the truth has done to us, I don't think that was entirely the wrong decision.
You have a point. I think I was happier not knowing.
What about all the messing around with our memories? He treated us more like objects than actual real people. You can treat me like an object if you wish. I belong to you. Use me however you see fit.
Guys, it was just a guess. She might have just overslapped or something. It might have nothing to do with Siri, or maybe she's dead. Although, Takumi, in your future, I transplanted Ima's brain into Siri's old body, huh? You think I could do something like that this time too? I mean, all I need is a volunteer.
Not gonna happen.
How is Shoma today? Any change? Doesn't seem like it. I tried to take him some garlic sumo stew last night. He looked white as a sheet, but he still didn't touch the food.
Did he say anything?
Not to me. He was just mumbling to himself about needing to remember something. One thing is for sure though, he was scared. Whatever this memory he's trying to unlock is, it must be a real doozy. What could it be this time?
Maybe he's just going crazy. The whole future room thing was shocking enough to send anyone over the edge.
I'm worried about Shion too. Is he going to be alright?
We probably won't see him until he's fully recovered. Maybe even longer considering what we found out.
Right. This must be harder on him than any of us.
Yeah, to a certain extent.
He's not even from Earth and he's being used to wipe out his own species. That's just so cruel. Ha ha ha. I wonder just how cruel that is, right?
On top of all that, with Siri gone, he's lost the closest thing he had to a parental figure.
Yeah, there's that too.
We've done terrible things to Ava too. I wouldn't blame her for hating us right about now. I do not hate you. You may use me however you wish.
That's not what you said when you killed Siri.
Shion's body constantly generates undying flames, but his emotions appear to have an effect on the process as well. If we're not careful, this could negatively impact the mission as a whole. We can't allow that to happen.
Yeah, if it does, it'll all be over for us.
Oh.
But we can't afford to take things slow either. It wouldn't be unusual for the enemy to attack while we're still disoriented.
You're right. At the very least, we have to fight our battles like we've always have. For us to live, we've got no other choice than to kill.
That's the reality of the matter. For us and for the rest of humanity too.
For us to live, others have to die. Maybe that's true for us. But it's different for Shion. He really doesn't seem to have any reason to keep fighting. What's going on through his mind right now? Will he even want to show himself again after this? Or she might even kill himself? Huh. Interesting. Or kill us. I don't know what. I honestly don't know what Takumi was on. It's either or, like, he either kills himself or he kills us, goes against us. It was another somber morning. A quick meal, minimal conversation, then back to our rooms. Let's wrap up. Hideko, sometimes it feels like every new revelation just brings more uncertainties. The one thing I am sure of is that the enemy isn't about to give up. We need to get ready for our next attack. We will survive. Everyone back home is counting on us. Do 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 do. Really cool that we managed to wrap up Takemaru and Hideko today.
For me? I see. Thank you. This makes me happy.
I bet it does, Hideko. The 15th one you get. Actually, it's the 14th. The 15th one is gonna be right now.
For me? I see. Thank you. This makes me happy. Remember my ambition to be a doctor I mentioned before? There's actually something else I want from my future.
And what is that?
I want children.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I mean, honestly, she is a mommy, alright, but, like, not that kind of mommy I was expecting. I'm not sure what her motivations for that are necessarily, but, honestly, personally speaking, unlike the back alley doc type thing, I would say that this right here is a little, like, against what I had conceived as Hiroko's character. Like, this is, like, a little startling to me. Like, I was not expecting that.
I don't dislike them after all. And besides,
I
excellent
guess.
genes like mine deserve to be passed on.
I guess so, Hiroko.
Marriage is not part of the plan. I wouldn't mind having multiple partners.
That makes perfect sense for you.
The problem is actually raising the children. I cannot simply entrust them to babysitters all the time.
So you would have to take care of them, but I don't know, man. I don't know if I see you as, like, an actual mom like that. Polyamory, let's go. Hell yes. Hiroko's base, dude.
Takumi, you love taking care of people.
Oh.
Let me know if you ever decide being a stay-at-home parent sounds like something you would want to do.
Where do I sign?
I'd be willing to make you one of my partners.
Dude, like, I didn't say anything because I was, like, caught up in, like, my my commentary about it. But when she said I want children, I was literally about to joke and be like, can I be the father?
But like, I didn't say anything because I got caught up in my analysis and commentary about how that sounded almost a little counterintuitive for Hideko. So I just forgot to make the joke, and now she actually brought it up.
But be aware, it will not be an easy task. I intend to give birth to as many children as possible.
Interesting to know, Hideko. I mean, that's very interesting, actually. Cause like I think like her only motivation for that is literally to pass her genes. There's no like.
It's time to hit the hay.
I don't think she really cares about being a mother, right? She just wants the children, right? She just wants mini Hirukos walking around, which is interesting for her. I guess in that way this fits her. Like there's no like I guess affection in that task necessarily.
You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can.
And that's why she doesn't mind entrusting them to other people. Like, it's like, she doesn't necessarily care about the babies themselves. She just wants them to exist and grow up and become her, like, legacy.
Well then, good night.
No attack today. That's good, but how long is this going to last? I wasn't naive enough to think we'd make it through the remaining 37 days without having to fight again. Now that I knew the truth, the enemy's determination to bring down this school made a lot of sense. They were just trying to protect their home from those who would take it from them. Don't think, just fight. It sucks, but we have to focus on survival. That's all we can do. Despite my growing fears and anxieties, I managed to get to sleep. That ended my 62nd day at Last Defense Academy for a second time. Alright, we're gonna call it here.
Up and Adam troops, time to rise and shine!
That'll do for today. I started a little late, but either way, I don't think I would have continued to the battle, because that's a relatively long battle. I mean, it's supposedly only the small fry, but even then, I don't think. That was a really interesting session. I am curious to what Shoma has remembered. Like I said, the idea that he believes what he was realized is a lie and is trying to trying to dig inside of his mind to find contradictions to it implies that he has realized something. And like we've been talking about, it could be the idea that we are futurans. Could be something else. I don't know. I would be very scared if it is that we are the futurans. And if anything, for as scared that that's gonna make me, if they actually reveal that, again, it's gonna make me much more excited for the ending, because then I wouldn't know what to expect. At least not as of now. Like, I have no idea how they're gonna close off this game if they reveal that not in a true ending route, right? But yeah, of course, like, we got a lot of exposition on other things as well that we already knew about when Sirei and Eita were babbling on about the truth. It's cool to know that the Last Defense Academy is actually a spaceship. On second thought, I can't believe I didn't ever think of that, but I guess it makes sense. Still doesn't explain exactly why there's a second to Last Defense Academy there. I mean, it could just be the decoy thing that they're talking about, but I don't know, man. The two academies seem a little too similar to each other for me to believe that it's just like a decoy. I think there's something else that is going on with Second to Last Defense Academy and why that thing is there, right? But it could just be a decoy. I wouldn't be surprised if that's just all the explanation we got for that. It's not like I'm truly expecting something else to be there. It's just that I feel like something is up. Yeah, we're getting closer and closer to revealing that our TRCs were a simulation indeed, and maybe that has something to do with what Shoma remembered. Maybe he just realized that everything he lived up was a lie. And that's what, that's what's causing him the nervousness and the panic. So we'll see.
We're gonna do another session of this tomorrow, because of course it's Wednesday, and Wednesday is 100 line day, and wow, we are at episode 80 of this crap. My God. It's been a minute since we are playing without having any new endings. I believe the last ending was like over 10 episodes ago, which is insane to think of. But then again, I guess this route was we began this route at the very beginning of the game, so like it was like day, I think it was like day, maybe before day 20 even. I actually don't remember, but it's been a minute, and there's a lot going on in this route. So I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bro's trying to remember whether he turned off his stove. Oh my God. Did I leave the door unlocked? Leo's gonna run away. Anyway, I'll catch you guys tomorrow with some more 100 line Last Defense Academy. Have a good day, everyone, and I'll catch you guys then. See you later.